Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a tale of two op-eds. First one comes via Yahoo News, via The Guardian, via Robert Reich. If you haven't heard Robert Reich, man, he hates Trump. Man, he hates Trump with a burning passion that I've never seen anywhere else. Here's a little bit of his op-ed. Most of the 74 million Americans who voted to re-elect Donald Trump, 46.8% of the votes cast in the 2020 presidential election, don't hold Trump accountable for what he's done to America. Their acceptance of Trump's behavior will be his vilest legacy. What exactly has he done? Nearly 40 years ago, political scientist James Q. Wilson and criminologist George Kelling observed that a broken window left unattended in a community signals that no one cares if the windows are broken there. That the broken window is thereby an invitation to throw stones and break more windows. The message, do whatever you want here because others have done it and gotten away with it. The broken window theory has also led to a picayune and arbitrary law enforcement in poor communities. But America's most privileged and powerful have been breaking big windows with impunity. Yes. And in fact, what does it signal that you elected a man, Joe Biden, who accepted money from China through his son? Oh, that's okay. Oh, everybody accept money from China if you want. It's fine. It's fine if he could do it. If he could accept bribes from America's number one enemy, well, you could pretty much accept bribes from any country, couldn't you? I mean, if he can do it, Robert, can everybody? In 2008, Wall Street nearly destroyed the economy. Well, they weren't alone in that, in my view. I think a lot of it had to do with the wind up to 2008 and a lot of the attempts to give people housing and loans that really weren't qualified to get those loans, to, in an attempt to help people. Really, it was just yet another giveaway to Wall Street, as everything is in government these days. It's oh, we're going to help people. Oh, we got to give ourselves some money to do this. But here's what he says about Trump. Trump has brought impunity to the highest office in the land, wielding a wrecking ball to the most precious window pane of all, American democracy. How? He was elected. And he has pursued nothing but legal challenges to the current election. Gore did it, albeit reluctantly, and people have done it before. The idea that he's somehow taking a wrecking ball to American democracy, no, Congress has done that over and over again by abdicating their responsibilities and handing a lot of it to the president to begin with. And by changing the rules. The message, a president can obstruct special counsel's investigations of his wrongdoing, push foreign officials and to dig up dirt on political rivals, fire inspector generals who find corruption, order the entire executive branch to refuse congressional subpoenas, flood the internet with fake information about his opponents, refuse to release his tax return, and accuse the press of being fake media and enemies of the people, and make money off his presidency. Well, he's worth something like $3.2 billion. I don't think he really made any money off his presidency. As far as saying fake media and enemies of the people, the Founding Fathers said worse about each other and various items. Here, Squirmy, why don't you go down here? Refused to release his tax returns. There's no law that said he had to. Flood the internet with fake information about his opponents. Did he? Did he flood the internet with fake information about his opponents? Was the Hunter Biden laptop fake? No, they have the proof. Just that no court will hear it. Order the entire executive branch to refuse congressional subpoenas. Yeah, that's why the Mueller probe didn't work. Yeah, right. It was after years of being harassed. Fire inspector generals who find corruption. Not really seeing that. There's corruption everywhere. There's corruption in Joe Biden, but you don't care. You don't care. He's on your side. You don't care. Push foreign officials to dig up dirt on political rivals. We've all heard the phone call in the Ukraine. Biden did way worse. He blackmailed the guy, and you don't care. You don't care. In fact, you brush it off, and no, it's nothing. Trump was investigated almost his entire presidency, and you've set a very bad precedent for if you ever get your dream candidate, your dream socialist Bernie, younger version of Bernie candidate, it's exactly what they're going to do to him, because you've set the precedent, you dummy. Not that I think you're a populist, Robert Reich. I think you're a mouthpiece for the authoritarians. But here's the other op-ed. This is from L. Toddwood, not Linwood, but L. Toddwood. I don't think there's any relation, but Mitch, do you realize that many deplorables will never vote for the GOP again if you don't fix this? Yes. Very true. They're already talking about starting a new party. I think it's going to be called America First or the Patriot Party or whatever. Probably America First. They already got the flag. Your deception, says Wood, and subterfuge will destroy the party, Mitch. Not that you really care, as long as your wife's ships keep coming from China. Oh, I guess he's got a Chinese connection too. However, the death of the GOP will be your legacy. The game of stabbing your voters in the back and then declaring you have the vote for me, or look what might happen if you don't vote for me, is over. Most will simply stop voting. The traitorous grand old party will die a much needed death. Something else will take its place. And you and Romney and Graham and the rest of the liars won't be in it, Mitch. Yeah, I kind of think we're heading down that road if Trump doesn't pull a magic rabbit out of his butt on January 6th. Because why? Why vote for the GOP at all? Why not let Trump form a new party? Maybe that's Trump's real plan. Maybe it's not Trump TV. Maybe it's a Trump party. You could even call it the Trump party. Who cares? They even got a logo already. The logo will be a lion. And if they have to split the GOP in half, they're not going to care this time around. They're not going to care. And who are you going to caucus with, Mitch? You going to caucus with the Democrats? Oh, that won't get you too many votes, will it? So, you can do this all you want. You have a shot at this. You can make Trump the president again, if you really want to. But you kind of made your bed, and now you're going to lie in it. So, this op-ed to me, feels like it's on the pulse of how people are feeling. Whereas Robert Reich is living in MSNBC, CNN fantasy land about how awful Trump is. Oh, we just have to go back to what we were doing before. It was so wonderful under Obama. With his drone strikes and his slow managed decline of the economy. So anyhow, that's it. The tale of two op-eds.